Hi loves, welcome back to another video with me. So this one is all about pigment powders. It's about designs of pigment powders. The application process is pretty straightforward. I did these designs on a live over on the Wow Nails Facebook page, and the video is still there if you want to gander. So basically what I'm doing in this video is just recreating most of those designs, but slightly with a twist. So I'm not hashing over the same things again. They are almost the same, but not the same. So I'm going to start off with the basics again. I have done my base of jasmine gel polish, which is a nude. I have cured that fully, and I'm going straight over with my no wipe shiny top coat. And for pigment work, it does need to be a shiny top coat, and you will see why once I have done it. And I've left most of this in real time. The majority of the video after this point is sort of speeded up. I don't know. That is faster. So I don't have to watch all of it. I'm using the white and the gold liners from the gel liner kits. They are amazing, and you can use my discount code ListJWB10 if you buy them from wowbownails.com. There you go, there's the plug, and everything will be in the link. So grabbing the 9mm liner brush, which is my brush of choice, also from Wowbow, everything Wowbow. And I'm just painting on in the white gel a design. So the one that I did in on the live was some kind of swirly swoosh type thing. Was it? No, it wasn't. Was it? No, total lie. Right, okay, so first boob of the video. Don't paint your finger. Don't put your finger right next to the edge. Let's just take that off. Just wear gloves if you like me. Right, let's go back to the beginning. So in the live video, it was a straight line that I did like this. So it was the first design. It had gold in the middle, and it had these white lines along the edges, and that's what I put the pigment on. So ignore everything I said previous to this. Good start to the video. At least I'm not yawning at you today, which will probably trigger a yawn. Anyway, here's the set that design came from. Gold in the middle, white down the edges, then pigment. So let's take that one off. And that is the one I did in the live as a diagonal. So the inspiration set was a straight line, and that one was a diagonal line. So there was no swirly swoosh. Talking total rubbish. Anyway, so I thought this one we would do a bit of a swoosh. I don't know what it is. Anyway, it doesn't really matter, does it? So cure the white gel, and then I'm going to use blue pigment in the middle, and I'm going to use a different colour for the ends. So the trick to this is curing your white gel and pushing the pigment into the tacky layer of the cured gel, and that's what it sticks to. That's what the pigment powder adheres to. So what you're going to want to do to ombre the colours is really push the pigment in, like I was saying, quite hard in the areas you want it the most pigmented, coloured, and towards the edges where you want it to ombre, you want to do very gentle light taps. So if you think of the white gel with its tacky layer as double-sided sticky tape, it only has so much stick. So if you jab all that pigment in right up to the ombre line, make sure you clean your brush in between colours as well, otherwise you'll end up with something a bit muddy. If you push too much pigment into that gel tacky layer, you won't get a clean ombre. You won't get a good ombre. What you'll get is a really sort of a line, if you like, because once you've really jammed pigment into that part, there is no more stick to pick up any more colours. So I was banging the excess off and banged the brush over the yellow, and there's mixed in pink, but anyway, so I'm just showing you all of my oops. Make sure that once you've finished pushing your pigment in, that you really use a fluffy brush, not a really hard bristle brush, but a fluffy brush, and you are going to want to dust off all of your excess. And make sure that you do get every little bit of excess off, because the problem is that if you still have excess pigment on the nail, I'm just painting the gold there, and you can see, and I'm curing it, and then I'm going to do a glossy top coat over it once it's all cured, which is what I'm doing now. If there's any loose pigment, it will run with the top coat, and it will also stop the top coat adhering because it'll have this sort of dusty layer, and if it's at the edges it can peel the top coat and that, all that, you don't want that. So dust it properly, and make sure you cap all your edges as well. So that's design number 1. Design number 2, I have already done my base coat and I'm using the jasmine gel polish again, and I've already top coated it. So I have added my shiny layer. Now usually when I do nail art, if you used to watching my videos or lives, you'll know that I do art over matte top coat, and that is generally how I work. So I have painted that and I've cured it. I'm using the same technique again, just really jabbing in where I want the most pigment and then walking it up to the edges a bit paler so I can ombre with the orange. I can't remember what I was saying now. It'll come back to me. Anyway, so yeah, what I'm doing here is once I've used that pigment, I'm going to go back over with top coat and cure that, and then I'm going to add more so I can use different colours. Yes, so I usually paint over matte top coat, but the problem is with doing that with pigment is that sometimes the matte top coat grabs the pigment and it can stain. So you can't actually get it all off with a fluffy brush. You end up with a bit of a weird muddy nail. So the shiny one stops that happening. That's why I'm using different. So this is the one that I did in my live video, and I basically painted the whole design in one go and then used different colours down that one design. And this time what I've done is I've done one design and then a top coat, and then I've built it up in layers. So what you could do now, potentially if you wanted to, is after, you see I'm going over this new design in pink, and then I'm also going to use a bit of yellow at the edges at the top and bottom there as well. So I've got 4 different colours. I'm going to dust that off, and then I'm going to top coat it. But you could again, after top coat, go in again and do more white design and different colours, or the same colours, or do it slightly differently. Anyway, you can layer these up is what I'm trying to say, and create all sorts of different funky designs. And I really look forward to seeing what you guys can come up with these sorts of techniques as well. So that's those 2 together. On to the next one. I did try and make this. This was like 2 hours of footage that I've like peeled down to 19 minutes. So this one is just white gel polish all over, super white from Wowbow. And I'm just pushing pigment in, and what you end up with is this kind of patchy graffiti layer. So what I'm doing there is showing you the tackiness. So a slightly different technique you can use is to paint base coat onto the nail and cure it, and it gives a sticky layer. It's not tacky, it's full-on sticky. So if you're going to put pigment onto cured base coat, you need to use slightly more pigment on the brush so you don't sticky up your brush for a start, and it will give a much deeper, more vivid outcome to the design than just pushing it into a white. Obviously there is a white base, but as you can see, the difference in the vibrancy, if you like, when you put it into that base coat tacky layer or whether you put it onto the white is completely different. So what I've decided to do here is just do, with the black liner gel and the brush from the black liner, is just to put on like a little leopard printy kind of design over the top in a little sort of strip down the nail. And I thought that looked pretty cool, so I'm going to give that a cure. I'm going to put matte top coat over the top off camera. So the one I did on the live was a black base, the design was in white, and I put pigment on that. And this one, the background was the pigment and the design was in black. So I just like reversed the detail on those. So for this design, I'm using black as a base. Again, you would use your black acrylic or your black gel polish, and you would put your shiny top coat on, again, like you do all the others. And I've painted the zebra print on with white gel polish and cured it, or white liner gel and cured it. Again, I'm choosing my pigment colours, and I'm going to go over that one with a glitter top coat from the set, and it's the green one, so it's number 3, and that will seal everything in. So basically the one that I did on the design on the live, again the background was the pigment and the design was in black, and I've switched these over so the background's black and the design was the colour and the pigment, and I've put the green top coat, sparkly top coat over both of them. And actually you could do this sort of reverse design in a set, which would look really cool. So for this design we're starting off with a white base again, so that is just super white, cured but no top coat. We want the pigment to really stick into this gel, and I'm doing it half and half. Now you do need to go a bit easier, like go a bit more careful with it. And once that's top coated and cured, look on my finger again, I'm basically drawing on, painting on, painting on, marking on, squiggling on, using my brush and the white liner gel to do these candy stripes. And they're like, I call them candy stripes because they're like a candy cane. So make sure you get all your edges as well, everything's neat. Give that a cure. And what we're going to do is flip the colours. So on the right hand side where it's orange, behind it we're going to do green, and on the green side we're going to do orange. And again you're just going to go really softly and gently and slowly, and take your time walking that down to the center point, turn it around and do the opposite color. Now you don't have to use yellow and green, you could use 2 completely different colors, but this gives you a bit of an optical illusion because the colors are flipped. Now the one that I did on the live was pink and purple, which is my favorite for this one because it looks like some crazy Cheshire cat, and I did the lines diagonally the opposite way. So you know, you could do them vertically, horizontally, zigzags, whatever you like, but these, it's a really cool little effect, and it is really quick to do as well. That is the other thing, I love that effect. So you know, there you go, give that a whirl and see how you get on. Okay, so the next design, I'm doing a bit of a mishmash background. I'm using Wow gel polishes. The dark green is called Forest, and this one is Jade, and I'm kind of just blotching them on. Now you can, if you don't want to, make sure you don't go too thick with these because they won't cure. Make sure you wipe your brush off if you've mixed them up on the brush. You can do a base colour, so maybe like use the Jade to do a thin base colour so there's no patches or holes and you know everything's covered and you've got your cuticles in. And then I'm using my liner brush in the gold liner that I've got on my palette that's just out of shot, just to basically swirl through to create a design. And I'm just being really like free and easy with it, and making it up as I go along, winging it, much like the rest of my life, winging it. So I've given that a cure, and because it's all lumpy bumpy, I am going to do a coat of base coat and then give that a cure, and then I've gone on with top coat as well. So don't think that was just base coat, it was base coat to level it out, and then it was top coat to make sure you had the shiny layer. And then I'm using the liner brush again to paint these sort of leaf shapes, and there is another video that I've done showing you how to do these leaves. It's in the abstract gel polish designs video, which you can find a little bit further down my channel. And then once the white is cured, I'm using green and yellow, dusting it off and top coating it. So the one that I did on the live was a plain green background. I did the leaves green and yellow, and then I used the gold in the design to highlight. So I went down the centre stem and around the edges. This time I did plain leaves, but all of the detail was in the background, and I think they are equally cute designs, brilliant for the autumn or spring. So the next one is a French, and I'm just painting in my smile line, getting that edge ready, and then using my brush from the white gel. And once that's cured, I'm just going down the centre with pink and the edges with yellow, and that's a kind of, I don't know, I like the colour combo. Pink and yellow always looks pretty cool together. And then I'm using the gold liner gel to go around my French and then all the way around the top. And then I'm just going to do a line down the middle of the free edge, or that French part. Give that a cure and matte top coat it, because I really like these matte top coated. The one I did in the live was the chevron French, and I did the ombre the other way, as you could see. I don't even know I'm explaining it to you. You've all got eyes, you can see them. It's fine, it's fine. Anyway, this is more just to show you how the pigments can be used in designs and how versatile they are. So I've gone on to a black base again with the shiny top coat. I've done some of those kind of stencil roses, and I'm going here and there with all the different colours, like a rainbow. Somebody suggested to do rainbow roses, and the one in the live I did was like 2 massive roses that covered the whole nail. So I thought it'd be fun just to do a load of little ones. Give that a dust. And I'm going over with the glitter top coat. I think it's the gold or the silver. I can't remember. Probably gold. This is the one that I did in the live, which I think looks really cute. These rainbow roses actually look amazing. And this is the one I just did. So again, you could put those together in a set somehow and they would look really cool. Yeah, both gold. I think both gold glitter top coats. Those glitter top coats are immense. Okay, so I think this is the last one. I've got a white base and I'm kind of doing just little splotches of the blue and the purple. I'm not pushing that pigment in very hard. I'm giving it a super duper dust. So what you end up with is a bit of a dreamy sky. So I thought, dreamy sky. What should we have? Clouds. Right, so the way I do clouds with a dotting tool is some balls. Everybody likes balls. Nail balls. Dreamy, cloudy nail balls. And then I use my brush basically just to do a squiggly line at the bottom of the balls to sort of even them out a little bit. I've cured them and I'm sort of dusting them but not really paying much attention with the pink. Making some dots with my dotting tool. Using my brush to pull some of those out into like little stars. Quite cute. And then I'm going to give that a cure, and then oh, just a quick one, lint free pad, spray it with sanitizer spray, which is alcohol based. Roll your brush in that and pinch it to clean it, and then get your lid back on. So that's how I clean my brushes. Silver sparkles over this one, looking particularly cute. This is the one I did on the live. I thought I would just do little hearts and stuff, and then on the next one, the one I just did, it looked more like a sky, so I thought, yes, let's do that. Cute, cute, cute. Cute. Love them. Right, beauts. Happy days. So that is the last one. This is the whole set, and it just shows you from design that they're so versatile, the way that you can use these pigments. It's not just for one thing, it's not just in one way. There are so many different ways you can use them, and they're really fun as well. I definitely would recommend using pigments to anyone. I've had loads of fun using these. Let me know what you think, and if you use them, tag me on socials, and let me know what else you guys want to see in videos as well. That would be amazing. So thanks for joining me, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.